Hello and welcome back to the Evil Vaporeon channel, where today this is the fourth video in our How to Nullscape series, where today we're going to be talking about the water imp himself, Mart. Mart takes the form of a blue blob with two beady eyes, a pretty big mouth, a hat and some antlers. Pretty funny and pretty good design actually, all things considered, for an original character. Pretty good, actually. Let's talk about his behaviour in game, however. Mart is a pretty simple character to get the grips of mechanic-wise. Mart spawns in close to the spawn area. He can either be above the platform or below the platform. It's completely random every single round. And he will slowly, and when I say slowly, I genuinely mean like a snail's pace, just approach you, and if you come into contact with Mart at any point, you will just perish on the spot. Like, you just die if you come in contact with him. He can phase through the floor, so you can stub your toe on him periodically, like at times. I've done it way too many times, and that's why I just don't pick Mart anymore, because I'm really scared of just getting humbled the hell out of. And if I get too far into a run, I don't want to die to the water imp of all entities. But that's pretty much it for his behaviour. So let's go on to the meat and potatoes of Mart, shall we? His curses, which are bigger blast, bigger flip, man. Which are bigger blast. No, not bigger blast. Which are bigger Mart infection. And Mart slide. There we go. Bigger Mart makes it so that Mart's size cap and the overall size of Mart now increases. The size cap is basically just how big Mart can actually get. So, let's say another mechanic I forgot to mention actually about Mart is if you have more than one Mart and they collide with each other, they actually merge and create a bigger Mart. So that's how the size cap basically works. The more, it basically makes so that more Marts can merge with more Marts and make a Mart Supreme, which is just as fast as the player. Yay! Fun! Yeah, can be pretty deadly. It is simple, and honestly, it probably is the best curse out of the lot, but it's still not great. And then there's Mart Infection. Now, this is hell if you're playing in a Party Plus lobby, but not as bad as if you're playing in like a 2-player lobby or something. Mart Infection makes it so that if any player dies, a Mart spawns. So, genuinely, you can have 20 Marts on the field at once if you are in a Party Plus lobby and it is LRS. That is not a joke. You can actually have more than one gigantic Mart on the field at a time that you have to somehow outrun. It's never happened to me, thank God, but I have seen it in a Party Plus lobby, and it looks terrifying. Like, it genuinely looks like scary as hell. And then let's talk about this is the most infamous curse with Mart Slide. He's building up momentum. Mart Slide makes it so that instead of going really slow and killing on contact, now he's fast as hell, orbits around you, and if you come into contact with him, you go flying in whatever direction Mart was actually going in. And if you get double bonked, that's the end of the run for you. So yeah, Mart Slide is a pretty simple curse, but it does change the whole like way you need to approach Mart, because he will be around you all the time and you have to work around his sliding, his constant sliding and getting bonked and readjusting to getting bonked. However, I think this curse gets a lot more slack than what it actually deserves, to be honest with you. This is a spring-loaded situation. Again, it is one of the most hated curses and one of the most infamous curses in the entire game, and I genuinely believe that it should not be, because it doesn't kill anymore, and Pack 4, it kills. but now it doesn't kill anymore, it just flings you. So you can use, like, I'm a diver now, so I can use my dive to fling it, to just cancel out the air type. I get it if you're playing a class that doesn't have that luxury, but if you're playing like Diver or Challenger or something like that, then you can just cancel out the bonk. Kind of like Mighty Dome or Spring Loaded. It's the same mechanic, and this is what I noticed about most of the characters in NULLSCAPE. They all involve the same sort of premise, and they all have the same sort of counter to it, which is your ability. And that's why the abilities are so important in NULLSCAPE. And I'm gonna say it again, movement saves your life. Moving around will counter Mart slide most of the time, as long as you are aware of where Mart is, like sliding around. So just be wary, and this is a really good middle curve. Like, I don't see a problem now, to be honest with you. And now let's go over some tips and tricks for Mart. Now, the first tip I would have for Mart is that Mart has a sound cue, and Mart has a pretty loud sound cue. His ambience is pretty damn loud, so if you hear his ambience, you know that he is nearby, so try and get away from that area just for now if you don't have enemy ESP. But if you have enemy ESP, just keep an eye out for the green square that says Mart on it. Just keep an eye on that. It is not difficult. You just need to use these little things on your face called eyes, and you should be fine. And another counter for Mart's slide is actually just using your ability and going forward on the platform, because now Mart, if I'm not mistaken, will just go in like a zero shape around you, like a full, really skinny zero shape around you. So he takes a lot longer in front of you, and then you know where he's going to go, because he's going to go basically straight backwards. And then you can use that information to determine where he's going to go next, and to return again. So again, using your ability will help you with Mart's slide and just Mart in general. But even with all this said, don't forget about Mart, and don't underestimate Mart, because Mart can get dangerous very, very quickly. Like, dangerous. He can become one of the hardest entities to dodge in the entire game, just because he can block off whole lanes if he wants to. And he's so fast, he's like a brick wall that you have to go around. It's scary, actually, how dangerous he can get later game if you do get like Mart infection and like bigger Marts. But keep in mind, those are the two bad curses. No, sorry, those are the two decent curses compared to Mart's slide. And they don't get as much slack as Lemon Mart's slide could, and I don't get that. I think Mart's slide's overheated. But that's it for the tip and trick section. So, what is my personal opinion? Well, my personal opinion on that is that I don't pick him early game, and I don't really pick him until I get enemy ESP, because even though I've just basically told everyone to use your eyes and use your ears, yeah, I'm stupid, and I genuinely can't. For the life of me, I've picked Mart so many times without enemy ESP. I still don't know what layers the sound cue has, seriously. The ambience that Mart admits is so confusing, because it sounds like he's close, but he's pretty far away. So, and then he sounds far away, but he's actually like right in front of my face, and he's just underneath the platform. So, I'm not even too sure. I love his design, but I just really can't stand this stupid water in sometimes. Genuinely, I can. But that's pretty much it. The next video I'm gonna make is on Tusk, and I am ready for this. I am genuinely ready to make a video on Tusk, because I have words with this entity. I have words to say, and they're not nice words, let's just say that. Anyway, thank you to everyone who liked, commented, subscribed on the last video, As usual, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the views on the last video, and again, it's greatly appreciated. Also, thank you everyone who watched the short. Like, I'm really glad that you all watched the short. That was really good. I was worried that none of you were actually going to watch it, but you all did. So thanks for that, actually. I greatly appreciate it. I didn't expect it. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll be seeing you in the next video. That's the video out. Bye bye.